Right, hello everyone. Today I'm going to be trying a slightly different format to this video because usually I film the whole video and then do a voiceover, but today I just kind of decided to freestyle the whole thing since this is a pretty small project that I'm doing, and I decided it's not really worth trying very hard. But as you probably know from the title of the video, I'm going to be working on something that's inside of this bag. So this in here is a car battery, but it's actually a broken car battery. It got dropped a little while ago and it cracked and all of the acid leaked out of it. Either way, to get to the point, I want to see how much lead is inside of this battery since it's not really worth fixing. So first I think I should break it open. Okay, so I'm going to be using this chisel here. I know it might not be the best tool for this, but it's only one I've got. Okay, so as you can see, this was pretty easy. I got the lid off. It took a little bit of force though. But right in here we have our lead plates. So let's get these out next. So this battery is actually very, very old. And as you can see, most of the lead electrodes have corroded to the point where they're as thick as a piece of paper. Okay, so here's a piece of electrode. And despite lead being pretty soft, this was actually kind of hard to break off. Okay, so I cleaned up a bit and now I have all the lead material in this box here. But the problem is that a lot of the lead has either oxidized or reacted with the sulfuric acid. So now it's like this crumbly brown stuff. Now this brown stuff here is just basically hazardous waste. It doesn't serve me any purpose since I can't really get the lead out of it. Perhaps if I did some chemistry with it, I could probably get the lead back. But I think that would be too dirty and it will take me too long. So I'm just gonna discard it. And basically the way I'm gonna separate the lead that's still intact, like this piece of wire here, is just by putting it through the screen here. Okay, so basically here's all the material that I can recover the lead from, and in here I have all the liquid waste. It's basically just water, which I use to wash these, and then in the black bag I have the rest of the waste, which is just the solid stuff like the plastic and all the paper towels I used. It is getting pretty late though, so I'm gonna have to wait until tomorrow, and I'm just probably gonna try to put all this stuff into a steel can and then try to melt it and see what comes out of it. Okay, so it is day 2 and I'm ready to melt my lead. As you can see, I have all the stuff needed. This is the can I'm going to be using, but before I do that, I need to dry it off and I need to burn away the inner plastic coating. I also have my gas mask here since some of that lead might still have some sulfuric acid in it, and I don't want to be inhaling sulfuric acid vapors. So let's get into it.
Okay, so here's the first piece. It's looking quite nice, so I'm gonna get the rest in.
Alright, well, it got dark pretty quickly, so I'm gonna have to continue tomorrow. And tomorrow I'm probably gonna be using a little charcoal fire, since this amount of propane with this efficiency isn't optimal. But here's my yield for today. It's quite alright. I think tomorrow I'm gonna get a lot more. So see you tomorrow. So here's the new setup. Here's the little furnace. As you can see, I got a little steel pipe going in there with some holes in it. It's connected to a blower, which is just an old air pump. And then I'm gonna be running this on some charcoal. Here's my new crucible. Doesn't have any holes in it. Okay, so it seems like the air pump isn't giving me enough airflow, so I'm gonna try to use the sleeve blower here. Okay, so there was a little mishap. Some lead got spilled since the so-called crucible burned through, and the lead leaked out through one of the air holes at the bottom of the fire pit. So here's all the junk that didn't melt, and among it there's still some lead. So to get that lead out, I'm gonna use this gold penning pen. I'm just gonna dump this in here. Okay, so I did a couple of washings and here's what I have. There's plenty of lead in here. But while this is drying, I'm gonna try to melt everything that I have so far, which is this little pile. And I'm gonna try to make a single piece of lead. The final yield came out to be a bit more than 1.5 kilograms, or slightly under 3.5 pounds. At the moment, I don't have any ideas for this lead, but in the future, it will certainly be used for some project, and for now, it can lay alongside with the rest of my lead. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and see you next time.